So, good morning. Had a good night's sleep and woke up before the alarm, which is always a positive. Read my Bible and then I jumped into my overcoming. I don't read this at home, so this is why it's taking so long to read this book. And I found this, and why I'm reading it onto the video is because one of my kids is popping melatonin on a regular basis. And it reads, what has been shown recently is that this hormone, melatonin, has powerful effects on the immune system, promoting inflammation. So, with the sunlight, the melatonin level falls and the immune system is suppressed. This is like to be a second mechanism whereby sunlight suppresses the immune function. So basically, I'm wondering whether it is a good idea to feed melatonin to anybody in our family, given that there's a correlation that something might go horribly wrong. If I thought it was a hot day yesterday, this is even warmer. And what do you call it? Two things that have come to mind is that I think that using these locking shoes when I cycle or when I cycled, it has prevented me from getting a diagnosis earlier, because since they lock your foot on the pedal, you don't notice how it, shakes and nearly falls off. And now that I'm using these Stockholm city bikes, I find that I need to adjust my feet constantly so that they stay in the correct pedal position, and then when they get shaky, they kind of move about. Yeah, so that's one. And another observation is that today, when I left the bike to the bike station and walked to the hotel, yeah, I slightly felt like an invalid, which was quite a horrible feeling. That my walking was actually quite bad, and don't know whether it, or I suspect that the reason for it being bad is that I had just cycled and kind of put my things through it. But now I noticed when I walked in the room, the walking isn't perfect. So not so very good. And but anyway, went to Umi again for lunch, and had havsabore, sea bass, with a spicy chili sauce. And that's one thing that I've started to think, that previously I said when I went to Umi, I felt that I was numb afterwards. Now I've been going to Umi and I haven't felt bad. But the thing that has changed is that I haven't drank coffee at all, that I've been strictly on green tea nowadays. So this overall feeling of numbness, it has gone away. And breakfast, same old beans and beans and nuts and fruit and blueberry soup. No dairy. Maybe butter, yes.
Me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like
Went
you
to a very
know
nice
what it
restaurant
means.
called Stockholm Fisk, and they had great pike perch dish, and the bread that they served before the dinner. It was excellent. I should keep away from all sorts of heated arguments due to my condition. So, makes me sad. Heated arguments.
Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best.
Today has been a more, how do I say, shaky day. And I don't know what is causing it. Is it mental anguish or you'd call it too much exercise? I don't think that's it. Or what is it? But I'm skipping lunch today and going straight to the airport. I mostly need to eat something there. Think I got my stuff deployed and hoping that stuff will work and I'll have a nice weekend knowing that whatever I've deployed is halfway functional. Let's see. Yeah, they're promising rain. It was two very hot days. Then they're promising rain for today, and I'm trying to time myself so that I'm not looking at 2 o'clock. There's no rain, and that's when I'm supposed to try. Today has been a horribly cold day compared to what it was 2 days. And cycled from work. And definitely after physical strain, my walking has deteriorated a lot. Now the debate is whether alcohol consumption has something to do with this, because I read from this book that red wine would be alright, and now 2 days in a row I've had 2 glasses of red wine, and I'll try and drop it again. If it improves, then I'll chuck it down to another test done. Then I read about vitamin D supplements, that it's absolutely horrible amounts of vitamin D that you're supposed to take. We're talking about 10,000 international units per day, and the highest recorded one was 88,000 international units a day, which is an absolute massive dosage. And even he didn't have any serious reactions to it. And when the only thing was he was urinating calcium after this. But then when he dropped down to a normal level, then his vitamin D levels dropped to high but kind of normal. So maybe I'll amp up my vitamin D consumption. And yeah,
this week has been clearly worse than last week was. There's obviously been emotional stress involved, or not stress, but kind of frustration, maybe a good word. Now we're arriving at Arlanda, so
Nästa station är Arlanda Södra. Terminalerna
mind those cars.
Tears apart. Baby, I would rather be dead.
Terminal 5 at Arlanda always reminds me of me bawling, crying my eyes out, and making the floor wet. It was these times when I arrived from work straight to Arlanda and was absolutely feeling horrible. Now the feeling is a lot better. There has been better days, but it's a good reminder that from what it was at its worst, I have come a long way. Now it's just, I noticed now that I sat down on Arlanda Express for 20 minutes, and then I walked in the terminal, and the walking wasn't as labored as after the cycle ride. So, good. I'm in good time because I was a bit uncertain whether I would make it cycling in Arlanda Express and all that, because it was a new hotel I've never been to, and I didn't know how close this train was. But everything went very smoothly, so now I'm here. 1.5 hours too early. But I had an opportunity to eat a salad and have a blueberry, or I don't know, is it blueberry? Well, a berry smoothie. So now I don't fall into eating stupid stuff. But anyway, regardless of personal relationships and conditions and all of that, Jesus is King.